Where did she go? There she is. Kids these days and their smartphones. Megan, we're supposed to be out here enjoying nature. What are you doing?
Relax, Dad. I'm helping the scientists study the phenology of the Fremont cottonwood.
Hello and welcome to another Sandia Mountain Natural History Center quick trip. You know, as an environmental educator, I hear a lot how kids need to spend more time outside and less time on their phones or less screen time. And while generally I agree with that, today's video is going to show you how the two can come together. How there can be a lot of good things that come out of using a smartphone in the wilderness. Let's go ahead and get started.
The app that Megan was using to study the phenology of the Fremont cottonwood was called I Naturalist. It's an app that'll help you keep a life list of all the species you ever find, but it also helps scientists around the world in many different research projects. Here's how it works.
I Naturalist is a social network where anyone can record and share their photographs of living things. When you share a photograph on I Naturalist, it becomes more than just a picture. It becomes an observation. It's a record of an organism in a place at a time. Each observation is shared with a global community of naturalists, where it can be identified, discussed, and used to give us a greater understanding of life on Earth. Wherever you are, biodiversity is there too. Get out and observe it.
I just saw a violet-green swallow, and that's a pretty cool sighting. But birders are one of the people that can benefit from apps the most. They like to keep something called a life list. And the problem with your life list, if you keep it in a notebook, it can get lost, you can forget to record things, it can get wet and ruined. But if you use an app called eBird, it'll be saved to the cloud and you'll always have it. eBird gives you maps and data and more information on the species. It's just a great way to go out and enjoy some birding and keep track of what you've seen. So there's a lot of fun apps on your phone that play animal sounds. And you can use those animal sounds to help identify things you might hear in the outdoors, to maybe attract animals, or to go ahead and scare your kids. I'm not lost, I just don't know where I'm going. So, to cure a situation of being sort of lost, I use my smartphone. And I have an app called Gaia GPS, and it will show you topographic maps, will show you where it's at. It'll let you put waypoints in so you can get back to where you've been, and it will keep track of where you've been. So worst comes to worst, you can just turn around and follow your route out. So Gaia GPS, I keep it. So you probably can't see the screen on the smartphone, but Gaia GPS provides turn-by-turn directions. So you always know which way to go, at least to get back. It also has trails marked on there, so you can alter your route and find where you're going. But keep in mind, all electronic navigation devices can fail. It's always good to know map and compass skills. For people that are into geology or paleontology, there's a fun app called Rocked. Rocked will tell you all about the geology of the area that you're in. And the feature I really like is it will tell you about what kind of fossils and paleontology can be found there. So one of the cool ways that you can use your smartphone is in identifying trees. There's a great app called Seek. You take out your phone, open up the app, and then all you got to do is hold your phone near it, move it around, and boom, it tells me Fremont Cottonwood. And then you can hit your picture button and it records you, and it almost keeps like a life list of trees that you've seen. If you're an astronomy person, there's a really great app called SkyView, and you can use your phone to look at the sky and identify anything you want. Now I believe that's Mars. I'm not much of a astronomer, but let's use SkyView to see if I'm right. This is the moon with Saturn in the background. One of the things that's kind of obvious, but we have to keep in mind, is that not all of these apps will work when we're out of range or out of cell service. Some of these apps, like Seek or the Bird one, or some of the other ones require cell service to pull in data to tell you what kind of trees and all you have. You can't store all of that on your phone. But apps like Gaia GPS and other mapping ones that use GPS will continue to work. The Star app will work, things like that. So keep that in mind, that when you don't have cell service, you won't be able to use some of these apps.